A really quick and easy way to change your look is to move your parting around. On my friend Brenda, she's come in with the center part, which is super trendy, but it's also a great way to assess your face shape. So to assess any face shape, you first want to begin by just pulling your hair off of your face a little. And what we're doing is we're gonna divide the face into 3 quadrants. So the first quadrant being the top of the head to just about the center of the eyes, and then from the center of the eyes, or the bridge of the nose, I should say, to really sort of the center or top of your cheekbone, and then from your cheekbone down into your jawline. As far as width goes, if you notice that your forehead is a lot larger than your chin, or your chin is a lot larger than your forehead, that's also going to show you where your distribution of weight may be. So for example, if you have a very large forehead, most likely you're going to have a heart face shape. If you have a fuller face in through the bottom and your forehead is smaller, you're probably more round. A center part also tends to draw attention to symmetry in the face. Brenda is quite lucky. She does have a naturally very symmetrical face. But if, for example, you don't at home, what you can do is simply just shift your parting away from center ever so slightly. So to the naked eye or to most people, they'll think it's in the center of your head, but it won't be. Determining a side part is also really useful to know or understand that your hair grows in a circle. So for Brenda, when I part her hair on this side, because her growth pattern naturally works in a circle, this is going to be the side where her hair lays a little bit flatter. And this will be ideal for when hairstyles that are trending with a nice side swept fringe are really important and are going to help her. It's also very complimentary to have it work on a slight diagonal. What that'll do is if you feel like you have more hair on one side than the other, at the back of your head, you'll still have nice fullness. If I switch up the parting to the opposite side on Brenda, you're gonna notice right away how much more root lift she gets on this side. So again, if I'm looking for a hairstyle that's gonna have a lot of height, it's also going to create a nice elongation of the face. Sometimes people will come to me and they'll say, well, that's where my natural parting is, I can't get rid of it. I'm gonna show you how you can take any parting out of your hair. And the first tip that I would have is to take just a little bit of water. And with a little bit of water, we're just gonna mist down the parting and we're gonna just rub along the parting. And what this does is it sort of just wakes up the root of the hair, so it's gonna be easier for you to manipulate. Now I'm going to take Brenda's center parting and I'm going to move it to the side. So I'm gonna take a couple of sections, like I've just shown you, using a little bit of water. And again, it's really important that you rub it out. And it's not aggressively that you're rubbing, just enough to kind of tell the hair that you want it to change or move for you. So now that the hair has been fully saturated, I can go in with my comb, and what's nice about this one is it's missing a tooth at the top intentionally, so it's much easier to create a section. Now with my blow dryer and brush, I'm going to blow dry the parting that I actually want in place. Now another challenge that some women face is our roots when they're showing. So if you want to blend them, another top tip I have is to take your comb again and just to ever so slightly zigzag along the parting. You want to be careful when you are creating your zigzag parting that you don't make them too deep, or else you can create a really dated hairstyle. So it's about having almost an unintentional sort of scattering of the parting. My last tip is if you want to maintain your hairstyle but you know you're going to be running around doing a bunch of errands, you can always use my very trusty non-marking clips. And what that'll do is it'll just hold your hair and your parting in place. What's great about a non-marking clip is after you've run your errands, you can remove them and you won't have to touch up your hair with a hot tool, creating unnecessary damage. I know that changing your parting can seem a little bit daunting and maybe you might even feel insecure, but over my career, I've done it countless times and it's amazing how quickly a fresh perspective on your hairstyle can really give you that boost of confidence that we're all looking for.